All right, guys, I'm not going to do my normal intro that I usually do. I'm just going to get right into it. We got a few new leaks from 7 Deadly Sins leaks. Shout outs to them. They have a couple of things, actually. So the first thing we're looking at is Captain Meli is apparently getting a brand new unit. Now, this is pretty good because the last Captain Meli to release was Halloween Meliotis. That was the last Captain Meli that we got. Not base Meli, Captain Meli, right? We got a Lost Vein with Ragnarok, but Captain Meliotis has been in like this purgatory where they just do not release another version of him. I don't know why. I cannot explain the reasoning. They just haven't dropped one since. But apparently it seems like this could be a brand new Captain Meli. The details might be incorrect, they say, which makes sense. So it says Captain Meliotis removes the enemy's buffs and stances so that allies can attack efficiently. Okay. Then the passive. At the start of allies' turn, increase basic stats of units that have 2 or less skills in hand by 20%. Now, right off the bat, this is not looking like this Meliotis is meant to be insane, right? We just take a look at because it says right here, removes buffs and stances. So I am assuming that this Meli has one of two cards where he just straight up removes stances, or he has an AoE remove buffs and stances, right? So like this Fraudrin removes buffs AoE on rank 2, and then on rank 3 removes buffs and stances. So it could be that it's an AoE version of this, or it could be the where is Talia Matrona on here? Yeah, there she goes. It could be the one that Matrona has, right? Where it just removes buffs and then removes buffs and stances on rank 3, but single target. It's looking like it's looking like it's that one where it's just single target removes buffs. They could be wrong, right? Details might be incorrect, which would make sense. You know, they're not God, right? They don't know everything, but it does say enemies, like that enemies, right? Not multiple enemies, like a single enemy's buffs instances. Like if this were on his passive, I would feel much better about it. But the fact that the passive is like very detailed makes me believe that he will have a passive, if not the exact passive, similar to it, right? Something similar. He's very similar to Nanashi. He has very similar, like many similarities to Nanashi's passive, where Nanashi increases max HP, crit resistance, and crit defense for allies who have 2 or less skills. And then he has this like additional remove orbs and stuff like that. But very similar to Nanashi, but this time it's just basic stats. Here's the problem. Let's say you could use him on the sub slot. The problem with this is that you can't use Assault Meli, right? You can't use Assault Meli. You can run this Captain Meliotis somewhere else for sure on another team, but I mean, if you want to use Assault Meli on the demon team, you can't use him in the back. So that's a little unfortunate, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense because imagine you have the Green Melascula and then you have this Captain Meli on the back. That is an insane buff. All right, a huge buff. Like, let's say this was Estarossa, for example, instead of Meli. Oh my god, that would be crazy. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I'm kind of hoping that he has the Fraudrin version of it, right? Of removing the buff and stances, because if he has at least that, then he can remove everyone's, right? Where's Fraudrin? He can remove everybody's. But if he has a single target, I don't know, man. And I really hope that they either buff or change it or something, because I want this to have like a remove buff on rank 1 and then remove buff instances on rank 2. That would be insane. Like, that would be very, very good, but we'll see. The next little bit of leaks that we have is Demon Chandler. So Demon Chandler is looking like he is gonna make the comeback for demons. This is crazy. So he has the exact same skills like Green Rimuru, like literally the exact same skill set as Rimuru, but the only difference is he has a weak point ult, right? But he's looking insane. So we just go ahead, let's just open this in a new image. So we go ahead and read this. So Demon Chandler, in PvP, if every ally on the battlefield is demon race or unit with commandments, increases all allies pierce rate by 40%, increases damage dealt by demon race or unit with commandments by 15% for each debuff the enemy has. There's no cap. There's no cap to this. If this is correct, there is no cap. So you could max this, like you could potentially like max this out with 5 of Assault Meli's debuffs. Chandler has a debuff here. You use someone like, I don't know, for example, Zeldris, I guess. Let's just use him as an example. You get Zeldris with his debuff. Like, that is actually pretty insane. Now, again, it is PvP, so restrictive to this mode only, but my god. AoE Infect, Pierce card, obviously the Pierce portion of this passive is strictly meant for Demon Chandler. It's not meant for anyone else, but that is very, very good, right? And I'm assuming this Demon Chandler will have pretty good Pierce rate substat just normally. 40% extra on top of the Pierce 3 times, like, that's insane. Like, that is pretty strong. I don't know if it's going to be as strong as Rimuru, because Rimuru gets 130%, but it's still really, really good nonetheless, right? I think this is actually pretty solid, right? And the reason they probably gave Demon Chandler the Infect is because of Red Tarmio. The grace that he has is too powerful. So they probably are making these units counter him more, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's insane. I'm assuming this weak point is a single target as well. We can actually check. Hold on. We can actually check if it's a single target. I think unless they buff it or something, we can check. So weak point all Demon Meli. And the multiplier on the weak point, it starts off at 385. Yeah, it's okay. It's a single target. I was gonna say there's no way that this is a AoE, like, at all. Like, the weak point AoE ult would probably, would it break the game? Probably, because weak point scaled off ult is insane. Even to this day, these Demon Melis that have weak point on their ultimate, they still hit ridiculously hard, right? It's insane. They're ridiculous. But yeah, these Demon Melis, their weak point ults are really, really strong. So this is going to be a very powerful single target weak point ult. Very, very strong. I'm gonna be honest, I think Chandler might bring back demon teams low key. See, the thing though that hurts demons is that they don't have holy relics. So maybe with the release of this Chandler and potential Meli, we could see holy relics for the demon clan. I pray, but that, I don't know, man. That's like up in the air. We'll see though. And then the last bit of info is that we have like Freya and Freyr Ragnarok units will be selected as attendance units. They are not playable, but they are units that, you know, you can, when you log in, you'll see them, which is weird, but okay. This could lead into, because people have been speculating that we're gonna get a Ragnarok anniversary, which, I mean, makes sense, because I think Marilli was the first one. Let me see. Marilli, I know he has a video. Yeah, he has a video on it, but I think he posted like, yeah. So Ragnarok dropped the chapter. I think chapter 1 dropped on the 24th of June. Yeah, the 24th of June or the July 8th. I don't know. It's kind of weird the way. Okay, sure. So I don't know when it dropped. I think it's June 24th it dropped, right? So we could potentially be seeing something like that, or even if it was July 8th, we could see it next month, right? But that's interesting. That is pretty interesting. It would make sense. It would make sense that we would get this now, and then we could see like a big time Ragnarok unit, maybe Loki, maybe Thor awakens into Thor, right? Or Thonar awakens into Thor or whatever. We could maybe, I don't know how hype Fenrir would be, but the wolf version tier we could potentially get. There's a lot of people we could actually see from, like, if this potential anniversary for Ragnarok, we could even see a brand new version of Sigurd's father, Siegfried, I think that's his name. Yeah, so there's a couple of things that we could get if there is gonna be a Ragnarok anniversary, but I don't know how they would do it, because last time they tried to do anniversaries back, like, because would it be a festival? I don't know. See, this is what I mean. I don't know how they would work this. Last time they tried to do back-to-back like releases for festivals and stuff like that, it didn't work. Kusak and Margaret flopped because of that. So, or Kusak more so flopped than Margaret, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking we will see, because I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna consider this Brynhild as a actual Ragnarok unit, but yeah, we could potentially in the next 2 weeks be seeing a brand new Ragnarok unit or units. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about these leaks. Very, very interesting here. Demon Chandler, new Meli, and then the Intendant Freya and Freyr. That's very interesting stuff. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, you guys already know, I will see you all later.